Hi everybody, welcome back to Cat's Book Nook. This is going to be a Top 5 Wednesday video. Yesterday's topic was books before ... So they could have been books before Goodreads, books before your Booktube channel, books before you started blogging and posting book reviews, anything before you started really talking about books. I do actually have a lot of books. I used to go to libraries and the bookstores and Borders had decent coffee. Barnes & Noble, I could sit there for hours and have no problem with anybody and just flip through a comic book, read whatever I wanted to, and nobody really had much of a problem with it. And then Borders closed. And the Books a Million closed that I used to go to, and then Barnes & Noble closed, and I just kind of stopped going. Except to libraries, and libraries are normally just to pick up things or wait for people. So, with that being said, these are some of the books that I read prior to Goodreads. This one's a little obvious. So, the Harry Potter series, the last book I think came out in 2010. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. But I've reread these things so many times, it's insane. I still am on book 7. I still haven't finished it yet. But Harry Potter is and always will be a classic to me. And those are books that got me started with reading in general. And then the next book, I don't know if you guys can see that. I tried to download this on Kindle, and the cover that they gave me was very plain. So this is the book that I actually do have, the Dennis Shadows Quartet. Amelia Atwater-Rhodes in the Forest of the Night, I think I told you guys about this, was one of the first books I ever bought myself. So these will always be near and dear to my heart, and I've reread this book several times. Another series that I got started with way back when was the Black Jewel Trilogy series. This is an awesome fantasy series. Anne Bishop is fantastic in the way that she writes her books. I picked these up. I couldn't get through them the first time. The Daughter of the Blood the first time. And I had to try again a few years later. I am so glad I got through the first chapter, because she's excellent. Other book series. Let me go back to... Sorry, I'm showing you guys these on my phone. Most of these are packed up. That's why I'm doing it like this. And I don't know which box they're in, so I didn't want to unpack stuff. Patricia Briggs. So, all the way up until Rivermarked came out prior to me joining Goodreads. I did not, unfortunately, read it before I joined Goodreads, but I have read I did read the first 3 books before Goodreads. And then, I think this is the last one. I'm trying to enlarge it. Kelly Armstrong's Broken was it had a Jack the Ripper-esque character in it, and I really liked it. But I didn't particularly care for her Bitten or Stolen. Stolen was really hard to get into. But Broken was a good book that I got through fairly quickly. And I haven't picked it back up, but it wasn't bad. So, one of these days I will pick it back up, and I apologize for the rambling today. I haven't had a whole lot of coffee, and I'm just trying to get through this morning, because there's a lot of stuff to get done today in order to get ready for Tuesday, which, if you guys have been following along, Tuesday is the day we close on the house. Fingers crossed. We're doing our final walkthrough Tuesday morning. So hopefully next Sunday, because I'm going to go ahead and pre-record next week's video after doing this one. Hopefully next Sunday's video will be in a different location. Probably with still boxes around me, but we'll see. So with that, I'll leave the Goodreads Top 5 Wednesday group link in the description box below. Would love to see what you guys read prior to Goodreads or Booktube or your blogs. And I will see you guys later. Bye.